Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. I entitled this video, When Africans Cry. 2 reasons. I was going through one of my social media pages and I saw this African woman. I don't know if she was from Uganda or Cameroon. I don't know where she was from. But she's in Saudi Arabia working. And she has posted a picture of how she's being treated. The physical abuse that she has suffered. And Africans suffer that all the time. And it just seems like for them to make a livable wage to take care of themselves, they have to leave their countries, which is why it is really infuriating to me when they come over here bragging about what they're doing in America. They can't go anywhere else and get the treatment that they get here in America. And they don't want to give the credit to the people who made it possible for them to come here in the first place. And all you need to do is shut your mouth. If you don't want to say anything, if you don't want to say, well, yeah, they paved the way for us, because they really don't have any idea what America was like before they started coming here. Because I can assure you, in those 246 years of hardcore slavery, a lot of Africans were over here crying. When Africans cry, nobody listens. And so they're still crying, running all over the world, trying to make a living, and being treated like inhuman, like animals. And Saudi, over there in Arabia, it's horrible. Look at these headlines. Nigerian brother says African lives don't matter in Arab nations. Ugandans face abuse as workers in Arab countries. Racism in the Arab world. And there's just story after story after story about how Africans are treated when they go to those Arabian countries. But then when something happens to them, they want people to sympathize with them. And I don't doubt for 1 minute it's horrible what's going on over there, whatever it is. But it's horrible what's going on in Africa too. Also infuriated by this is that you see all those Africans on Columbia campus, and I'm not going to do a lot of showing of that because they'll flag the video. But there they are, Africans up there, on Columbia's campus, and I don't have a dog in that fight in Gaza. I just don't. But you see all those African kids over there trying to advocate for people who would not advocate for them. Ilhan Omar coming over there like she's a celebrity, running her mouth. Her daughter has been kicked out of Barnard College, which is the educational wing of Columbia University. And they're proud of it. But when their own people are crying in Somalia and Ethiopia, you don't hear anything. You hear nothing. But when other people cry, they have to run to their rescue. Some of those kids are going to be put out of school. Ilhan Omar's daughter has been suspended, and I don't know for how long. She was arrested and suspended from school for protesting on that campus. I get Palestinians and some of these white kids who will demonstrate, they'll protest. But I don't get black people doing it. I don't get Africans doing that. I don't see them going up there getting kicked out of school and being arrested for people who wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire. Africans are crying, begging for help in Africa. And what do we hear? Oh, the leaders, the leaders, the leaders. Well, when they come over here, they know how to run their mouths. They know how to demonstrate and protest when they get here. But when they're over there in Africa, all they know how to do is run. I just found this infuriating, and seeing that young woman's picture on that platform, it just is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see what happens to African people when they go to other places. They get treated like trash. But they come here and get treated like human beings, and they think that's a good time for them to try to compete with people who've been here all the time. There is no competition. So yes, I talk about them. They come on here telling me I shouldn't talk about. Yeah, I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about you. Because you should do better. It's a shame that the only people that they want to fight are other Africans. And the only people they want to compete with are other Africans or African descended people. But when it comes down to you standing up to the people who are preventing you from staying at home and building at home and being successful at home, you don't stand up to them, you run. I was watching a video from some young women from Uganda who had been in Saudi Arabia. And she says everybody over there is racist. The Filipinos of all people. So everywhere they go, they get treated like dirt and never learn that you need to stick together. You need to stick together. Just because you're in a tribe and you have more money than somebody else doesn't make you any special person. Once you leave out of that little cocoon, or out of that little square mileage that you live in, you're just another black person. And you really need to learn how to take care of each other. And the women shouldn't have to be running all over the world trying to make a living and being treated and abused and violated everywhere they go. And then you're going to come somewhere trying to brag. Going to come to the United States trying to brag about your degrees. Don't nobody give a damn about your degrees. You need to be trying to help those people get on their feet back home. And as for black Americans, I definitely don't understand any of these black Americans going on any campus to protest for anybody. Because when they start talking about affirmative action and you want a handout, nobody is going to stand up and say, no, these are good black students. These are hard-working black students. And they are. But they're not going to say that. They're going to side with the white man. And then when they get in trouble, you're going to be the first one to show up? Really? Really? We need to get some sense. We need to get some sense. But anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about this. Let me know how y'all feel about this, because it's just infuriating to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Tell me what you think. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and whatever else we do. Okay, y'all. Bye-bye.